I'm just gonna kick it off with a fun fact. The Rezvani Beast X is actually one of 5. Very rare car. I mean, that's not gonna be 1 in 5 in top drives, but it's 1 in 5 in the world. Anyway, Rezvani is a pretty peculiar company with frankly very basic goals. On an episode of Jay Leno's Garage, the owner of Rezvani was invited onto the show. He claimed that his vision was to create the lightest and highest performance car. Congratulations, your goal is just about the same as everyone else you're competing with. That being said though, their execution is rather peculiar. In order to produce a Rezvani, the client must first purchase an Ariel Atom. After doing so, the client needs to send the car to Rezvani for its conversion to become the Beast. The Rezvani Beast X is the most radical of the beasts. Actually, it seems quite fun on paper. 700 horsepower while only weighing 840 kilograms, only manual transmission, no ABS, no traction control, no doors, no roof, no storage space, a lot of carbon fiber, and equipped with a supercharged Honda engine. And for all that nothing, you're being charged $325,000 for what is an over-glorified Ariel Atom. But the funniest thing here is that an Ariel Atom is already known for being a bare-bone car with no safety features. And the Rezvani is the same thing, and yet it is actually still safer than an Ariel Atom because it has a windshield and it has more body to it. It's really quite bizarre. But anyway, when it comes to top drives, the Rezvani Beast X does fill the hole the Lotus has left behind in the great PL15 MRA purge. It's a very lightweight car with a low 0 to 60 and presumably high MRA. All the components that makes a terrific dragster for the quarter mile and the half mile. However, that's where it ends, because it has a very disappointing top speed of 165 miles per hour, and it also has a pretty disappointing handling score of 87. Saving graces for the car, however, will include its 0 to 60 of 2.5 seconds, and its weight of 840 kilograms. So, introducing your next prize car, a souped up Ariel Atom that somehow just seems like a crappier Dodge Viper at the same time. Very, very interesting. But that is your next Tri-Series prize car. Yo guys, what is going on? My name is Blossom. What? That is so weird. Has COVID changed my intro? I said that so naturally. I wasn't even expecting to. That is weird. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Blossom. Blossom is back, and welcome back to the episode of Top Drives. Now the qualifiers for the Rezvani just ended. I had a rant about this yesterday. I did end up getting tier 1, however. Let me just tell you the spoils that I got. Okay, so we just go straight to country. We go to UK, and then we go down to miscellaneous, and we look for saloon. I did get the flying spur, which is now the only epic. I had nothing before that because who the hell collects Bentleys? And I do not have the 575 anymore. I actually got rid of it. And then I also got one of these, the Jaguar XE. I think it was this one, 0 days. No, not that one. This one. Yeah, 0 days. Yeah, so I got that from the pack. So nothing too special, man. Going to all cars over here. I mean, the good thing is that the Flying Spur isn't the worst car that we could have gotten. The worst car that we could have gotten was indeed the Bentley Continental Flying Spur. But then again, to be fair, I've actually been looking for the Flying Spur W12. It's just been a car that I've never unpacked before. I really wish I had it when it was like an RQ79 back when it had like 90 handling when you max it out. Obviously now it's not gonna have that anymore, but I like the picture and it's a good looking car. Like, I know that these two cars look very similar, but like I said, picture means everything. This has an amazing picture, nice background, nice angle, and this is just absolutely boring, and I hate the color because it reminds me of piss if you don't drink enough water. But anyway, let's jump into the prelims. Like I said, the Rezvani is a pretty interesting car. Like it sounds like the way that I the way that I wrote the script made it sound like I didn't really want it. And to be fair, there isn't any reason for me to want it. It seems like, if anything, maybe a Dodge Demon with a worse 0 to 60 but better MRA. That's basically what it is, and performance tires, but it has a lower top speed. It's very interesting. I don't know why it's RQ86. I mean, let's have a look at it real quick, okay? my cars, all cars, and then we need to look for World Expo. So World Expo, I think the main thing about it is that it has like a very, very good 0 to 60. 2.5 0 to 60 is very, very good. But yeah, the 87 handling isn't that interesting. The top speed is very, very disappointing. It is very light, but then again, you know, I wish that it handled more for that lightweight to be very useful on, because I know for a fact that other Resvanis, even the epic Resvani that only hits at I think 95 handling, not the blue one but the alpha, the silver one, is actually a pretty good car for the slalom, mainly because of how damn light it is. The handling still isn't very good. It's still not going to be like a Lotus 211 or anything like that, but against other dragsters, I would say that this is like the best dragster to put on a slalom. That isn't saying much. It's a very interesting car of a very interesting niche. It's a slalom dragster. It's like kind of like if you had like a slalom event, but you could only use dragster cars. So like, you know, like cars like this or like the Chargers or anything like that. Then yeah, this would be the best car for like the slalom. But like once again, that's a niche where it's almost useless. But it looks cool. Like it's a cool looking car, and I think that's the main reason why people actually like the Resvanis. It's because they look good, or maybe because like they do have a little bit of a reputation now because they make like the Resvani like tank, so they have found a little bit of like an identity, I guess, because if they were just making Resvani beasts, I don't think they'll ever be making a profit as a company. But like now that they're making the tanks, now that they have a little bit of identity, that's pretty cool. But if it wasn't for the tanks, I feel like Resvani as a company, like I said in my autobiography, is just like an over glorified Ariel Atom. They somehow made an Ariel Atom safer, but it's still a very unsafe car. It's very bizarre. But anyway, let's jump into the prelims, the Resvani Beast. This is the hand that I'm using. It pisses me off because I can only use one Charger Hellcat. Why? Is because there are 3 off-road track sets and there's 1 city street small. So I'm really only allowed to use 1 Charger Hellcat. And that is really poor design from the game design team, because everybody has a 996 Charger. Like that is just going to be a draw on among the top players in the bracket. What really sets people aside is how many max Charger Hellcats you actually have. If there were 2 or 3 drag dries, then we would actually see, well, maybe just me stand out, but we'll see players stand out, because not a lot of players will have 2 or 3 max chargers. But I can guarantee you at least like almost everybody has a max Charger Hellcat. Like, okay, not almost everybody, not almost every player, but if you were counting like advanced players or bigger players, every single one of them would have a maxed out Charger SRT Hellcat. It's one of those essential cars that you need to have. It's just that good. So to only be limited to using one in an event wouldn't make a difference, because at the top bracket, on the top tiers, it's just gonna be draws. It's just gonna be draw. It's just gonna be a bunch of draws, and it's just gonna be sad. But anyway, this is the hand that I'm gonna be using. I do believe that the Jaguar is the best city streets medium car that is an ultra rare. Like, I don't think there's any other ultra rare that's gonna beat it. Like, if there's gonna be an epic or a 575 or anything like that, then obviously I'm not gonna be able to beat it. But as far as ultra rare goes, that Jaguar is going to be what I believe to be the best. So this is the hand that I'm going with. I'm pretty proud of it. I don't think there is much that I can change. Oh, this is an interesting one. Using and utilizing the STS. I actually do have that car, but at the same time, I don't know what, like, I guess if I use 2 on road, then I could use another British car over here instead of using the Ford Escape. But it's not like I have a lot of RQ left to work with anyway. So the Bentayga, it's a crappy car, but I'm only using it because it's kind of like it fits. There's a hill climb on every single track set in the prelims, and that Bentayga is just going to be my hill climb car. That's exactly what it's going to be. It has no upgrades to it, and I'm never going to put any upgrades to it. So if anyone else does have a 1-star Bentayga out there, then I guess congratulations. Like, we are also going to draw. The main thing about this Bentayga, there's really only one track set where it's really good at, and that's the Test Bowl. And now I think that the Peaking to Paris has a massive buff in its in the top speed, and it has better MRA. I feel like this car will actually lose to the Peaking to Paris, so it's very sad, really. Anyway, I do want to see if the Bentayga wins the hill climb over here, because yeah, it has a way lower 0 to 60, but this Bentayga will surprise you in every disappointing way possible, and it will find it it will find its hardest. It will try its hardest to lose in every way possible. So it'll be interesting to see if it actually wins that race. So we're gonna lose this one over here, only by 50 though. So to me that's a win, considering that I saved like what 20 RQ from that. That actually loses because this is 323, and that is Ocean City Streets. Ocean City Streets is more drag orientated. Now I don't have a drag version of that Jag, I only have a 233, so that's basically what we're gonna have to live with. This one loses as well. Now I'm starting to think maybe I should replace the F-Pace with the Raptor. That actually wins, but this is actually a really bad start because I think we're 2-1 and we are in 106th 18th place now, which is actually very, very sad. Maybe I should bring in the Raptor. So I'll get rid of you, and we will see what we can do to make the Raptor fit. It will be a very strong car, to be fair. So we'll put 2 of those. But that would mean that I would have to replace one of the other American cars that I already did. But I just need to replace something in terms of RQ. Dude, this one's tough. I want to keep the F-Pace. I feel like it's a bit of an X factor. So I might have to get rid of the Jag. And my next best option for City Streets Medium will be the Rover 220. Actually, that isn't too bad of an option, because if I'm going up against 323 Jaguars out there and I'm going to lose to them anyway, might as well just lose anyway. So and save our Q while I'm at it. So we're gonna win the hill climb, hopefully. We're gonna win the test bowl, twisty circuit, 1 mile, and then we're gonna lose City Streets Small. We should be good. I gotta say, for 118th place in a bracket, these hands aren't that bad. I gotta say, man, that Bentayga is so bad. Only winning by 50 to an ultra rare, I expect a lot more from that, especially if you are a drag specialist. So yeah, that Bentayga is just disappointing. All right, top 70. Not even top 80, because we were 72. We go again. This one's gonna be an easy 3-star though, so I think it should be fine. We get a lot of points from the 0 to 150 to 0. We are going to get Twisty Road win over here. We're gonna get that as a win. We're gonna get that as a win. And oh wait. Oh, see, this is why initially I think I was using the Escape. Because the Raptor in this situation... Oh, wait, no, I'm just blind. What am I doing? There you go. I'm just blind, bro. I thought that was Twisty Road dry. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We take those. All right. Also, I mean, Clubs is restarting today. Might as well go check it out. We take those, 569 to 50. Let's see if the requirements today are any good or not. Just because I don't usually record it this time, but I guess it kind of works out. So let's go to club events and let's see what are the requirements. I really hope it's dodge. Like we've had so many boring requirements at the point it's come to the point where I don't even play clubs that often anymore. But let's check it out. It's oh god, Italian again. I don't understand this requirement. Italian cars times 3, Italian Renaissance times 3. Might as well just call it Italian Renaissance times 3. It's redundant to put the Italian cars times 3 there. No common, uncommon is kind of boring. Center tires, it's very it's just very meh. Okay, well that's clubs for today. I'll probably put in the requirements in a bit later. But anyway guys, that's gonna be it for today. That's the Resvandi Beast X prelims. I'm still slowly recovering. I feel fine, but like after I talk for like a couple of minutes, like 8 minutes, 10 minutes, I start coughing. Like it starts getting very, very, very dry again. So yeah, slowly but surely I'm getting back to it. I've already done my test today. It's negative, so I can actually go out and gym again, but yeah, I still got a cough. I still got a dry throat. But anyway guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna stay safe, wash your hands. I feel like SpongeBob when he was in Sandy's dome, and Blossom out. Peace.
Bro, this song just makes me so happy.
Me too. Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Imagine being Asian in the 50s, looking nifty, leather jacket, looking sleek, look like Presley, look so deadly. Got a jukebox back at home, feeling jazzy, turn it on and play it slow, like the movies with the ladies.
They so fine.
Sit back, relax in my Bonneville.